I think when I jump to the second dynamic or dimension of growth, the intentionality, where I find myself having conversations with clients is, growth isn't one size fits all. If you're building strategies to acquire customers, those are different than building strategies to retain customers. Figuring out, are you trying to go a mass volume play to get them into the funnel so you can convert? Or are you trying to increase profitability on all your customer segments? All of those are different strategies, different tactics, and you would align your sales and marketing organization and even your operations differently based upon the intentionality that you have when it comes to growth.
So where do most companies fall down on that journey? Because I could see a split there where, okay, we want to do it all. We want to retain and we want to grow.
Yeah, and the answer is that first dimension of growth, the focus. You do want to do it all, and you can do it all, but it has to be sequenced, and you have to sort of allocate your funding accordingly. But I think most companies where they fall down is maybe not acknowledging the stage of growth they're in. If you're early stage, you are trying to do mass acquisition. I think a lot of late stage companies forget that they have an install base already. They have a customer base where the cost to cross-sell and the cost to generate more growth from your existing customers is much more profitable and much cheaper than going out and doing new customer acquisition.
Yeah, I mean, we certainly seen what I would call is masked growth, right? Because it was really a lot of price increases over the last 12 to 18 months. And when we really dug into performance, it was really growth through price from a top line perspective, but not from a unit perspective. And then the real answer is this business isn't growing. What is the market and where's this company going when we're looking at a forecasted basis? And so I think it's very important to differentiate growth through price or actual units when we think about it.
And sort of building on what Elliot just said, I mean, most of what we've just talked about really lends itself in the organic growth sort of conversation. But I mean, in Elliot's world, inorganic growth, that same intentionality dimension plays a role. It's, there's been, I mean, the stats more than I do, but the amount of inorganic acquisitions going on over the last decade has been near highest of all time. So having that intentionality on when you're doing your M&A target list generation, having that intentionality on why are you actually acquiring these companies? Is it to create adjacent growth? Is it to deepen your growth? I think many times the M&A strategy could use some deeper intentionality behind it also.
Yeah, I think certainly in recent times we saw that there was really just this rush to make add-on acquisitions. And ultimately, where people really, they were adding it on, the market was hot, it was add-on. Was there really any realization of any synergies from these? People were getting credit if they were looking to sell a business, they were doing 4 or 5 add-ons. They were not really integrating them. They were getting full credit in the market and they were proceeding with a sale. And I think there's a pause, and I think now the businesses that have successfully acquired but didn't sell are now in the phase of actually having to integrate and then re-strategize what they're going to do now, and realize at a much deeper level what have we bought and how are we going to either integrate this or solve it, I guess.